Standing there, mesmerized by that night, when she arrived home, they softly whispered goodnight on the staircase. Jay stared at Levy, frozen in place, but just as he moved, she shyly stepped aside, refusing. Once the bedroom door clicked shut, her heart still fluttered with unease. In the days that followed, Jay continued his simple farmer's life, working from dawn till dusk. During quiet moments, he would pull out borrowed archaeology books to teach himself, while Levy could simply sit on the porch, leisurely reading and nurturing their unborn child. That day, Levy's sister unexpectedly visited, driving a sleek car, dressed elegantly, her eyes softening at the rustic surroundings and her sister's plain clothes. She felt an ache in her heart. Levy greeted her cheerfully, yet her sister's real purpose was to persuade her to return to the city. Her husband was away in the military, and she felt lonely, yearning for Levy's company. Besides, having the baby in the city would be far more convenient. Levy could continue her studies afterward. The worry of premarital pregnancy had already passed. As for Jay, her sister schemed, spreading tales of his drinking and brawling to suggest Levy should escape him. Hearing this, Levy firmly refused. She could not tarnish the man who had shown her such gentle care. Moreover, her sister had always been selfish. She once used her wedding as an excuse not to care for their mother, leaving Levy to pause her studies and take on the responsibility. Finding her attempts futile, the sister returned to the city. Before leaving, Levy handed her a letter, still addressed to her ex, not out of lingering love, but seeking a definite answer from years of silence. Levy shared her sister's words with Jay, respecting him in the process. Seeing Levy choose to stay, Jay unconsciously hummed a familiar tune, a song his father once sang. He wanted to practice, so someday he could sing it to their child. As the days passed, Levy grew accustomed to life there, often driving her two Japanese friends on leisurely trips. One day, she noticed her clothes no longer fit her expanding belly. With sewing skills between them, the friends crafted a few maternity outfits, their bond deepening. On a walk that day, Levy stumbled upon an old shelter. Passionate about history, she curiously stepped inside, discovering it brimming with old relics. Excited like a child finding treasure, she brought home many pieces, proudly showing Jay. Yet the next day, she returned to find him burning her finds. Furious, she protested, these weren't trash, they were family history. Jay realized his mistake, doused the flames, and gathered the remaining items, sincerely apologizing, though he couldn't understand why old things mattered so much. He knew they mattered to her, and he vowed to do anything for her happiness. Seeing Levy tense, Jay felt a pang of sorrow. Yet the next morning, she found a note and a flashlight on the table, suggesting more relics in the basement, but warning of dust. Descending with care, Levy discovered treasures that made her heart race. She meticulously cleaned each piece, filling the house with a sense of history. Even a plow blade found a place on the wall. Silly, perhaps, but if it delighted Levy, Jay accepted. Later, he showed her the most meaningful part of his family's history, his late younger brother who had died at Pearl Harbor. As a child, he dreamed of becoming a sailor. By staying on the farm, Jay had honored his brother's dream, yet he also carried guilt. Levy could only gently soothe him, words falling short. Through these shared moments, they came to understand each other deeply, their feelings warming gradually. To help Levy stay connected to her family, Jay installed a phone, and Levy began cultivating a small garden, quietly changing for him. Winter quietly arrived, snow blanketing the land. Even the dog that once irritated her was welcomed inside to keep warm. Now, the highlight of each day was watching Jay's familiar vehicle slowly approach. She cheerfully prepared a candlelit dinner. Yet today, Jay's usually calm demeanor was replaced by uncharacteristic anger. He rushed in, seizing the dog, his voice sharp, "Out! Get out!" Then he explained the ancestral rule forbidding pets indoors, instantly shattering the cozy atmosphere. Levy froze in confusion. Only when he presented a reply from her ex did she remember, like a sudden jolt, that she had sent the letter. Jay could not tolerate his feelings treated lightly. Resolute, he abandoned the romantic dinner, citing a late shift, and left through the snow. Watching his retreating figure, Levy realized how foolish she had been. The next morning, she rose early to prepare breakfast for him. Though he declined, his voice remained gentle. She longed to apologize but could not bring herself to mention the letter. Instead, she enlisted the dog as her messenger of sincere regret. Later, she confessed a secret. When she first arrived, she had secretly opened his drawer, curious about a pocket watch, only to discover it belonged to his father. Every glance at it reminded Jay of his father's love for his mother, inspiring him to become the gentleman he was. Levy realized the depth of her mistake.